There is something about the first day of spring or the first days of spring that bring out this feeling of euphoria, right? Like we've been in the dark dungeon of snow and cold, and now the sun is out. I'm more alert. I feel better. I feel healthier. I feel like I can get stuff done. And that means it's time to declutter. Hi! Alright, I'm Granzilla. Welcome to Making a Move. This week's video is all about 5 tips to help you declutter. And I know it seems daunting, but we will get through it together. Tip number 1, and this is going to seem, I don't know, silly, weird. Okay, tip number 1, when you look around your house and it's a hot mess, and you see everything out in the open, and you go, oh my God, I have so much crap. You realize that you are only one person. So you have to start, in my opinion, not with the stuff out in the open, because you probably use it. You use the crap that you see every day, hopefully. I don't, but I mean, you might, right? But the stuff we don't use every day, the stuff we can get rid of easier, in my opinion, is the stuff behind closed doors. So behind cabinets, in dressers, in drawers, tucked away on bookshelves, in that entertainment center. Oh my God, my son said we had a PlayStation that we don't even use. Just found out. Didn't even know we had a PlayStation. So that's where you want to start with decluttering, with the things you don't normally use. I'm going to do one on the closet and getting rid of clothes, probably in the next month or two. No promises! Life is busy. And I'm going to show you a technique I use to help me funnel through clothes so I know. But just objects in your house, you can do a similar technique, which is if you have not used it in 6 months, you probably don't need it for everyday use. So why have it? Get rid of it. If you are anything like me, you will get paralyzed with the amount of stuff in a task you feel like you have to do. You will feel like it's so massive of a project that you can't, your brain says, no, I'm just going to lay on the couch, because that's a safe spot, laying on the couch. And I don't have anything to lose if I stay on the couch. And that is where a lot of us fumble. So tip 2 is really, really important, because it breaks down big projects into handful bites. Start small. We look around the mess in our house and we're like, oh my God, how am I going to tackle it? But really, we don't have to tackle everything at one time. We just have to tackle one thing. One shelf, one cabinet, one junk cabinet. And that's... So another thing people like to do, because we're humans, is we like to say, I'm going to get it all done. I'm going to get it all done. I got Saturday off. It's all going to be done. It's done. Oh my God, it's off my plate. And then we get overwhelmed because we set an unrealistic goal for ourselves. And that's not healthy. It's not healthy. I know I don't feel healthy. I feel like I've lost a competition with myself. When I set a goal for here and I reach here, I feel like the biggest loser. Like the negative self-talk, like just pounds into me. And then the next thing you know, I'm back on the flipping couch watching reruns of Grey's Anatomy. And that's not healthy. So tip number 3, just as important as tip number 1, tip number 2. Tip number 3 is set obtainable goals. Not, oh my God, I'm going to finish this whole cabinet. That little tiny cabinet I showed you. It has 3 shelves. I can say I'm going to clean it out this Saturday. But also, there could be a sale at, I don't know, someplace I want to go, farmer's market. And then I don't do it, or I only do part of it. You know yourself better than anybody. So set realistic goals. My goal is always 1 shelf. 1 shelf in a cabinet. If I can do 1 shelf, and after 1 shelf, I'm like, oh, well, I'm going to hit the 2nd shelf. Then I feel like I have exceeded the goal. And then I feel good about myself as opposed to a negative Nancy. Is it a mind game? Yes. Are you tricking yourself? Yes. Does it work? Absolutely it does. Tip number 4. Once you have made a goal, well, let's go through the tips. Once you have conquered tip 1, get behind closed doors. 2, small spaces. 3, set realistic goals. 4, that means you have cleared out objects that need to be gone. One way or another. Hightail it out of here, right? They don't belong in your house anymore. They are done. Their rent-free life is over. So now you have to have a plan to get rid of it. I subscribe to 2 piles. Get rid of, which means donate. I'm donating it. And sell, which means there could be value in this. I'm going to sell. And I use 2 piles because that's very simple. The 3rd pile in my head doesn't count because I'm keeping it. So it's staying right where it is, maybe reorganized a little bit. But it's not changing. It's not changing the price of rent much for that item. So boom, that stays. 2 piles. Sell, give away. Okay, you've decided what to sell and what to keep. Now, what do you do and how do you get rid of it? Okay, here are my suggestions if you're going to sell. eBay, tried and true, 30 years old or something like that. It's a great place to sell small items, clothes, even books, knickknacks, that kind of Chotsky thing. Facebook Marketplace, great for larger items, appliances, outdated things you like. I've sold a coffee grinder on there for $5. Bye-bye, it's gone. Poshmark for clothes. That's another great resource to upcycle the things you no longer want, but someone else might want. And there are actually other resources out there to donate clothes in particular, because that is one of the biggest polluters we have on earth right now. It's just like these cheap clothes that we buy and toss and buy and toss. And Temu is like a huge part of that cycle, and Amazon as well. So the value of clothes, we don't have it anymore. We don't keep them forever. We're not darning our socks, which is fine. You don't have to, but you can, if you can't sell them, you can donate them. And hence we go to the donation section, which is donate them to a women's shelter, donate them to a local nonprofit. I would recommend not doing the Salvation Army. I would recommend, I've heard horror stories about the Salvation Army. I would recommend going to local nonprofits that are going to impact people, the residents, directly. Recovery centers. There's so many options out there for you to donate your clothes. There's this thing called Women's Empowerment in our area, and it's actually a nonprofit program that takes women who have been out of the workforce or never in the workforce and helps give them a skills, develop a resume, and train them and teach them interviewing skills and gets them clothes so that they can go from no job to a better job, no job to a job, or an okay job to a better job. Those are the type of nonprofits I like to give my items to, time, money, energy. All right, comment below if you have tips for organizing. Share them because I would love to know what they are. Also, where do you sell things? Like instead of Facebook Marketplace or eBay, what's your go-to, I'm going to sell it here website? Because I would love to know more options. Thanks. Thank you. You can also go on Facebook for Buy Nothing groups. I love a good Buy Nothing group. I belong to 2 of them because I'm kind of out on town lines. And that, old cast iron Disney thing that you've had for years can be given to someone who's going to give new life to it. And it's not going to go into a landfill. It's going to have a new purpose for it. I've gotten stuff from Facebook groups, Buy Nothing groups. I've gotten my mom's cane, my mom's walker, all for free. They're wonderful, wonderful resources for those type of items. So you can always give them away that way. Books are another big thing that I believe have huge value. And so to me, the best gift I can get is a book. Not so much brand new, but one that's read, because then I know someone loved it enough to share it. And then it's got all its warm memories in it. I love that. I love that. So for books, donate to friends, pass them on to friends, reading groups, lending libraries. Like there's these cute little lending libraries around most towns nowadays where you can just put your books in and neighbors come around and grab them and, oh my God, these are amazing. Oh my God, I love them. Blah, blah, blah. We also have our local library, and every summer they have a book sale. So maybe in your area, they have something like that as well, where you can donate books, games, puzzles, yada, 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 to an organization for their fundraisers. So you've developed 2 piles, sell and donate, and you just have to have resources to get them away. And that's step number 4, get them out of the house. Tip number 5, celebrate all your wins, all your little accomplishments. If you are only able to get rid of or clean out 3 or 4 items on your goal, celebrate it. Celebrate good times. Come on. You got to do that, because otherwise the negative voice is going to come crashing in and it'll stop you in your tracks and you won't complete what you need to complete. Thank you for joining me this week as we went over 5 tips to help you declutter. I am working on a couple videos. One is about building a compost bed. I might drop that as a bonus video on Saturday. And then I also am working on building a greenhouse. And I have some travel videos coming up as well. So hit that subscribe button, because we're in for an adventure. We're making moves. We're having fun.